Right now, Troubles and Toast is in Ayutthaya for the first time, and to be honest guys, it feels like a completely different place compared to southern Thailand. First of all, as soon as we arrived here, we noticed these tuk-tuks, man. Like, they look so different compared to anywhere else in Thailand. I mean, look at this. Yep. And they literally are all like that. So as soon as we got off the train in Ayutthaya, a tuk-tuk driver just came up to us and we were like, oh, they're just gonna try and rip us off as always. And it was just 100 baht to our accommodation. We were like, first impressions Ayutthaya, loving it.
Yeah, it was a really fun ride, and you can even see cute little cars over there as well.
Very, very traditional town. It feels like there's a whole lot of culture in here. Another cool thing is that we checked the foods and it's so much cheaper than down south, like almost half the price. So you were getting your a la carte basic dishes for like 35 baht. That's like $1 per meal. A bargain.
The main reason that a lot of people do come to Ayutthaya is obviously for the UNESCO heritage site of all of the old ancient temples.
Yes, and we can't wait to actually go around and show it to you guys as well.
Got tickets for the Ayutthaya Historical Park, and it's usually 50 baht per temple, but actually they also have like a monthly pass, 220 baht per person. You can visit 6 different temples, and yeah, it lasts a month, so come back the day after if you didn't finish them all, or in a week, so that's really useful. But yeah, we're at the first temple. It's called Wat Mahathat. I mean,
it genuinely, yeah, it looks a bit like Angkor Wat. I mean, it is really big. It looks really ancient and really beautiful. It looks very spiritual, right?
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I didn't even really know that Ayutthaya had this many temples. So there's a lot to see today.
Wow, I mean, look at this. This one's like kind of crooked. Like, that's so ancient. It looks like it's fallen down.
Ayutthaya used to be the old capital of Thailand before Bangkok. I think from the 1300s to the 1700s. So it's got quite a lot of history here. And yeah, it's very popular with Thai people to come and visit here. It's a very important place for them. So obviously there's rules you have to follow. Don't go touching everything. A lot of the Buddhas here have the heads cut off. And I think there was a reason for that, something to do with the Burmese invading Siam in the 1700s. I'm not sure if that's exactly true, but if you guys know why all the heads are cut off and why it's all piled up like this, please let us know down below.
They were cutting off a lot of Buddha heads. They didn't manage to get rid of this one, so this one stayed here for quite a while. As you can see, it's a very iconic spot, and you can actually see the Buddha sort of like grown into the trees.
Tree kept it.
Yeah, it's like it's staying here. It really looks epic, right? It looks really cool.
Looks like someone planned that. We actually tried to come yesterday on a Sunday, and we literally drove in, saw how many people there were, realized it was Sunday, and just decided not to come that day. We came on Monday instead, and it's so much quieter. I'm so glad we made that decision, because you can enjoy this with the nature, you can hear the birds, and it's really, really peaceful. Not too many people. This is only the first temple, and it's absolutely huge. There is so much more to see.
We just got into this place, and like the first 5-10 meters we just couldn't stop filming everything because there's so much. It looks so cool. Because me and Olivia, we really like the ancient history. We love like the ancient civilizations and stuff like that, and this is our place. We love it here. It's really good.
This thing was constructed back in the 1300s, and it's still here today. That's crazy. And people used to walk around here, do things on a daily basis, living their lives. Can't imagine it now. I can see now why they give you a month pass. You'll be here forever.
I know, right?
So much to see. Actually, there used to be over 500 temples here, I think, back in the day. So they're probably not all standing now. I think there's way less than that now, but there's at least 10 main ones that you can see here. So there is a lot to see.
So apparently we just found this little board that says you can download an app on your smartphone and you can actually see how the temples used to look like before they were destroyed. Olivia's trying to get the app now. It's showing me like locations, different locations, so I don't really understand how that works.
Maybe you click on one of them. Can you see it yet?
No.
Can you see the temple?
No, I can't really see it.
We didn't get it to work. If any of you have ever got this to work, let us know, because this looks really cool. It shows you what it will look like before, like a projection of what the architecture would have been like, and you can hold your phone up and look at it, I think.
This is generally like a city. There's so many little paths, so big, way bigger than I expected. I mean, look at all this wall in here. It's like a proper ancient city, right?
Literally.
So big. You're not allowed to climb or anything like that, but we're just gonna get a tiny bit closer just to look at it.
I can see a little pigeon nest in there.
Yeah, there's a pigeon actually living.
This is his little house.
Yeah. He's taking it, like that's it. I'm loving it here. Fair play, no one else lives there.
Wow, nice little spot he's got there.
So right now we're in the next temple, Wat Ratchaburana, which is also another big temple. We spent quite a bit of time in the other one, so see what's in this one, and it already looks a little bit different. It's still really big and really epic. I mean, look at it, guys.
Apparently inside the main building they've discovered some murals, like old paintings that resemble Sukhothai art, which is the even older capital here in Thailand. So some super ancient, beautiful art in here.
Alright, let's go and check it out. Hopefully we can actually see it for ourselves. I mean, look at that. That looks majestic as hell. It really feels really big. The walls are really high up. It really feels like you're back in time.
It looks like it's been reconstructed a bit. On the
Yeah.
top it looks quite new, but I like that. It gives you a better idea of what it looked like.
This setting right now, it generally feels like I'm in a video game of like Tomb Raider or Uncharted, if you know what I mean. And it really feels like you are like some sort of like an ancient explorer. You can actually climb up this thing. Wow, that's pretty cool. That means we're gonna get a bit closer, and that's where probably the mural painting's at. Yeah, that's the way up. And these are the stairs. Wow, they are pretty damn steep. Some steep ass stairs.
Old stairs are always like
I know, right? I think because back in days it was all about getting there, not comfort. Look at the surroundings, guys. Ayutthaya for you.
detail on the,
Oh yeah.
it's kind of faded away, but you can see how it
Yeah.
used to be.
All of it used to be like in very like detailed artwork. Right, this is the main bit, right?
Yeah, this is the inside. Oh, we're inside it.
Oh,
You can actually see inside. That's what it looks like.
oh wow.
Wow.
It's like livable.
Really cool. So many floors.
It really smells like it's like really old.
Yeah, it smells a bit like
Ancient. I mean, it is ancient. Wow.
Ooh, that smell hits you hard.
Smells of bats. I can hear them as well. Can you hear them?
Oh shit.
There's quite a lot over there. And there's actually a whole bunch of them right there. See if I can capture them on the main camera for you guys.
Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, I've only just looked up.
So we're still trying to find that artwork. We haven't seen it anywhere. Maybe it has been removed into a museum or something like that, because they did find a lot of like artifacts, like golden elephants and golden crowns and stuff like that. That's probably worth millions. And I'm assuming that we're assuming that the art's also been taken away to some sort of museum, and it's just not here. But oh well. Itself, the whole building and the whole area, it's like a big artwork, you know. So we're pretty happy with it as it is.
I think it's just pretty cool just to be able to walk inside one of these and see what it actually looks like inside as a structure. You don't usually get to do that.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I'd love to go down here, but there's a lock.
Yeah, there is a lock, and there's no way we can climb
Looks
over
really
that.
steep as well. Whoa.
Yeah, I think it's just a maintenance room or something like that. It looks like a maintenance room.
It's where all the secrets are kept.
All the crowns
All
and
the good stuff
artworks.
is down there. So the art that we mentioned earlier, the paintings of the Buddha and stuff, there was supposed to be murals on the walls. It was basically down those steps that we couldn't go down, that we knew the secret good stuff was down there. God damn it.
But it's not open for the public,
No, it's not
unfortunately.
open. So we didn't get to see it, but the temple was still beautiful.
So we just arrived to another one. It's Wat Thammikarat, and this temple again looks very different compared to any other temples. As soon as you walk in, like there's like a little Buddhist vibe going on everywhere.
Yeah, this looks like it's actually in use. Like people come here to pray.
Yeah.
There's monks here. There's all kinds of setups.
And then you look at the pillars of that temple. It generally looks like some old industrial building from the 70s or 60s, you know?
Like a factory.
I know, but it's not. And I wonder what it's made for. This probably used to be from like watchtowers maybe, or something like that. I'm not sure. But itself, this whole place looks a bit of a museum in here. I mean, look at this ancient tuk-tuk. That used to be the tuk-tuk of back in days. If you go like Bangkok, anywhere, that's the tuk-tuks you'd be getting. Proper Thai. I mean, this is proper Thailand vibe. I mean, look at it.
It's like a one-person tuk-tuk.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm glad there's bikes now, so people don't have to pedal in this heat. Kind of would feel bad getting one of those. Probably would never get it just for that reason. It's like a little museum here already, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
It doesn't say don't climb, so I'll leave a suggestion to walk in and let's hope it's a good shot. But I mean, it's where you can see pretty much everything.
Wow, look.
And then you can see the other temple actually. And I'm pretty sure you can walk up that way as well. So now looking forward to actually walking into this temple and actually see. Wow guys, this looks really cool.
Okay,
so that's where there used to be like shows, fights back in days.
They used to wash like that before entering the temple. And I think this is the hall. It's like an assembly hall that they built. So I think that's what this is with these pillars.
Assembly hall.
Yeah.
Wait, there's like some thrones as well.
Maybe this was the main place where the kings would sit and
okay.
chill. That's the main Buddhist.
Yeah.
What's this little guy doing?
So we're at the next temples right now, but we just saw like a little market and we're feeling a little bit hungry. We still haven't eaten today. Fruits and all kinds of dry fruits and jams and I mean, you
like
name it.
Pickled stuff. I'm not even sure. Yeah.
Very Thai. And look at these realistic figures.
Wow.
They generally looks real. They probably made out of wax or something.
That is so crazy.
And I feel like they're like the actual monks from back in days.
Look at the one with glasses on. I love his glasses.
Yeah, I feel like they used to be like real monks. I don't know why, but I think that.
They look very unique. Like they are actually representing a person. Maybe famous monks from the area.
I feel like that's the case.
Something like that.
And in general, there's a lot of like Thai stuff. Like if you come to Thailand and you want to bring something home, they'll have all kinds of like souvenirs, but like the good ones. None of this like just elephant stuff. They have all kinds of like cool stuff as well. You can buy yourself a sword, an umbrella, a mat, some paintings, really cool sculptures.
More tar and pestles and instruments. You know, I love a good instrument. So we just sat down in this lovely restaurant right by the river. There's actually, we've seen water monitors swimming around in there, Mario said.
It's actually a whole like complex of the ancient city there. Like you can see a bunch of ruins here. So we literally are in the ruins. And we just got these lovely traditional simple Thai dishes for 50 baht each, which is like just over $1. And I've got obviously a tom yum with shrimp. I don't remember having tom yum last time. I think it was in Cambodia about like 3 years ago or something like that. So quite a while, and I'm really enjoying this. And Olivia obviously got a classic basil chicken, which is looks pretty damn cool. I don't see any chilies in there though, so it might be like a Western style.
I feel like she saw me and she thought this girl can't handle chili, but I might actually need some on this.
Okay, we got some here.
Sprinkle a bit of this on, a bit of vinegar, good to go.
Let's try it, see how good it is. Yeah, this soup makes you feel like this, all sweaty, extremely sour. You can feel the chilies and the tanginess of lemon herbs and lemon, lime. It's really good. Now that I feel rejuvenated, I think it's time to visit some more temples. So in this video, we've been visiting a lot of ancient temples, and this is what a temple looks like in 2022. It's huge. And yeah, this is the modern temple.
Yeah, and this one has one of the biggest seated Buddhas inside. So we're gonna go and check it out.
So we're going back in time again, and we're in front of ancient temples again. I mean, look at this one, guys. This one is probably one of the most epic. Like the size of them is just so big, and by the looks of it, it generally looks so ancient, so old.
Yeah, this is Wat Phra Si Sanphet. I think this one is a bit more reconstructed, so it looks way more interesting. You can actually see what it looked like, and I absolutely love the pillars on these ones. This is definitely one of my favorites so far.
Wow. Huge. Can't wait to get a bit closer. You think you can walk inside?
I don't know. It says no climbing.
No climbing.
Ah,
Wow, look at some of these are just genuinely in ruins. Wow, and these massive stupas, they look so epic, look proper, like feel like I'm traveling back in time.
Yeah. I love how every single temple here so far is pretty different.
Yeah.
Each building is not like looking the same kind of style at all. Some parts do, but the roofs of it looks really different. I wonder what it means. A lot of you guys obviously don't see what happens off camera, but Mario is extremely excited to be at these sites. He absolutely loves ancient history. I've never seen him so excited to be somewhere.
Yeah, I really love it, and I kind of like regretting my entire life right now. I'm like, why the hell I didn't become an archaeologist? I should have studied that stuff. You know, now I'm just like walking around and like not being able to get my hands on anything and like actually do some research. You know, archaeology was my call, not YouTube. I love YouTube, but damn, archaeology, maybe in the next life. Look at this. This is such a beautiful setting right now. Like when you walk in this ancient city, like surrounded by trees like that, you can kind of have a bit of an idea what it was like before it was turned into ruins.
Even the trees look...
Olivia's just trying out my glasses and they generally look like a way better filter than real life, right?
Is that what you've been looking at the whole time?
Let's show everybody else what it looks like. So these are the temples and they look really cool. Now the filter, you feel like you're back in day. It generally feels like you're looking at a photo or something.
It's like a sepia grain, but the colors around you are so much more vibrant, like the greens of the trees and the...
Yeah, way better.
The rock colors look even more red. It's so amazing. Wow.
I love it.
They should totally sell these glasses at the front when you come in.
I know, right? Wow, this place is so big. It really feels like it was an ancient city, not a town, not just a temple or two. It was a whole city complex. And look where I am, guys. Like I said earlier, if you played Tomb Raider or Uncharted video games, you know exactly where I'm coming from. Because it really feels like you're in the game. Just look at it. No other people here as well. So nice. Wow. And then you just have this view right in front of you. Boom. And here we are at probably one of the most noticeable buildings in the whole of Ayutthaya. You can see this building from like far away, and I'm gonna show this to you now, guys. Just, I mean, have a look at this. This genuinely looks a lot like Angkor Wat.
Yeah, it really does.
Do you think they had the same architect staying here for 100 years to build this?
I think they hired him and brought him over because looks pretty similar.
But yeah, apparently this place, guys, it took 100 years to get built. So, you know, nowadays, like usually a shopping mall takes you like 1 year. Back in days, this would take 100 years.
Yeah, they started building this in 1369 and finished in the mid 1400s. So
wow.
A long time. And
it is a
long time
really
ago
long.
as well. And
Crazy.
the whole area is surrounded by like swamps and lakes, but it's full of lotuses now. It's really beautiful.
Wow. Beautiful. I mean, looking at this stupa, let's get a bit closer. You can see like many layers of different bricks throughout 100 years, and then like these plants all over it. Generally looks like from a movie.
To be honest, guys, we thought Ayutthaya was a tiny little place with not much to do, and there's like 2 temples to come and see, and that's why people only come for a day. But actually there's quite a lot here. There's so many ancient ruins, so many temples, and it's actually just a really beautiful town slash city on its own.
If you have traveled a little bit around Southeast Asia, you will understand what we mean when we say that Ayutthaya is a combination between Chiang Mai and Siem Reap in Cambodia. The reason we say Siem Reap because Siem Reap is where the Angkor Wat is, and this is a lot like Angkor Wat. It does feel like that, like, you know, an ancient, abandoned, beautiful city. And yeah, it really has that sort of vibe. We always had Ayutthaya in like the bottom of our list to visit places. Yeah. And to be honest, we were totally wrong. We should have came here ages ago. This is awesome. I absolutely love it.
We actually did come here when we were hitchhiking up to Chiang Mai. We came here just to get out of Bangkok and then hitchhike from there. And yeah, we were here for like half a day, but we didn't even know there was any of this here, which was really stupid of us. But yeah, this place is absolutely beautiful. The only thing that I will say is that it is extremely hot.
So to visit all of these temples, you definitely cannot walk. You have to get some sort of vehicle. So when we first arrived here, like we mentioned at the beginning of the video, we got offered a ride to our accommodation really cheap, and then the same guy offered us like a tour. It's like a whole day tour that cost you 1,000 baht for the entire tuk-tuk. For two of us, that's 500 each, and it's quite a lot. It's quite out of our budget. But if you're a group of 4 or 5 people, that actually is not a bad deal, you know. Instead, what we did, we decided to just rent a scooter, and that's only 200 baht a day. So 200 baht, 100 baht each. It's a bargain, right? So this is what we got. So we thought this was better for us. But you can also rent bicycles, which are also pretty cheap.
Popular.
Yeah, it seems pretty popular. You can cycle around the whole area like that. We just thought like going from a temple to a temple with all of the camera gear in this heat right now. I think scooter was the best shout for us.
We've seen a lot of big tour groups going around on bicycles, and they look very tired and
Yeah.
hot and sweaty. And
It looked pretty hot.
yeah, I completely understand why. So if you're thinking of coming to Ayutthaya and you're wondering how much time you're going to need here to just go around the temples, we'd probably say you do need like 2 days to really see all of it. Take
At
it all
least,
in.
I'd say 2 days at least,
Yeah.
because if you're really into that kind of like ancient history, you're probably gonna spend way more than 2 days. But you know, if you're here for like a week or two and you don't have that much time, then
A day.
maybe a whole entire day that
could
will
do it.
work for you. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could do it just to say like, I've been here, I've seen it, I have the picture and the t-shirt. But to be honest, if you do want to like experience it and explore it properly, you need at least 2 days. So me and Olivia are actually coming back here tomorrow, because there's another one temple left, like which is one of the
our
main
ticket.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the main ones, one of the most beautiful ones as well. But you probably have heard that we've been uploading quite a lot of content on our Patreon, so if you haven't seen that or you haven't heard, just go and check it out.
We upload like maps on there of the places that we've been, especially in Laos and the south of Thailand at the moment. And we upload videos. We try to upload content on there every week,
Yeah.
some extra stuff for you guys. And yeah, we're gonna keep that coming. So if you want, you can help us out.
If
and
you are
get
the
some
super
extra
fan,
stuff.
yeah, get on board with something really small that probably won't affect your lifestyle, but it will improve our journey. So anyways guys, this is pretty much it with Ayutthaya.
And like we said, the extra temples will be on Patreon, so check all that out.
Do it.